How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Bee Swarm Simulator. My name is McProseph. I did want to give a couple special shout outs to these fine gentlemen here, Get Wrecked, Delta Flooded, and the Potato Man. As always, we do have the merch shop down below if you're interested. Feel free to check it out. We got lots of cool stuff. And in today's video, I'm going to be starting a series where we discuss how you can make fast honey in this game. There's nothing that's more frustrating than playing this game and getting honey very, very slowly. So, first off, I'm going to head on over to the Bucko leaderboard, show you guys a little bit about myself, and you can take my tips how you will. I will just simply tell you what works for me, and if it doesn't work for you, that's cool too. As you can see here, top Bucko Bee helpers. I am sixth out of every player. I hope to be 5th very soon. Special shout out to Arizona. And we're gonna go ahead and check out the hive. Show you guys how we're doing on the hive. In today's video, I am going to be discussing royal jellies and bee slots. As we progress in this series, I will discuss every aspect of the game. And of course, if you have questions or comments on what we should talk about next, feel free to let me know. As you can see here, most 14s and 15s. We are doing just fine, and we are doing the blue themed hive. I will say straight away that if you are, I'd say level 10 and below, I would stick to a very diverse hive. This is more of a advanced later in the game type thing. But let's jump into specifically royal jellies and why I want to make the video. As you can see here, this is a hive of 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 bees, and 4 of them are basic bees. I don't want to really criticize this player on a stream. However, I think it's something that should be addressed for the newer players. That way they can have some little tips. And as you can see here, we have, I guess, 5 basic bees. And something that all players should know is basic bees are bad. You always want to use your royal jellies to convert these basic bees into more powerful bees. That way you make more honey faster. This may be an obvious tip for most. However, I've been playing for some time, and I cannot tell you how many players I see with about half their hive basic bees. I just can't understand. I assume the ones that are not basic, he simply got lucky from a basic egg and got something different. But make sure to take advantage of the royal jellies and try to make a very diverse hive. If you do get lucky enough to have 5 red or blue bee types, you can actually head on over to the HQs and do field buffs. For example, if you have 4 blue bee types, you can go into the blue HQ, access the blueberry dispenser if you join the I think it's a YouTube group. I want to say it's on the Roblox website. Gotta check it out. But I highly recommend this. You get a lot of free stuff. And of course, if you head on upstairs like we just saw, you have a field booster. So once you get 4 blue bee types, you can use this, and it will boost a field for 15 minutes, allowing you to grind like crazy. I don't really use my red one, so I will go ahead and just turn this on. And once this gets boosted, you'll see mushroom field boost times 4, and we'll head on over and get really big numbers from mushroom field. So if you're just starting off, use your royal jellies, aim for a very diverse hive. You're really trying to chase gifted bees. So really early on, if they're not gifted or legendary, I usually continue to re-roll them. However, I would not spend tickets to buy the royal jellies. Do your best to just grind out ant challenge, etc. And then the next topic we were going to discuss is bee slots. I personally have chose to expand my hive over every possible other thing in the game that I could spend money on. So, for example, if we head on up here to the mountaintop, we are going to check out this store. And you can see here, hive slot is 285 billion. So that's a little expensive. I'm not going to be buying mine just yet. However, if you are just starting out or progressing in the game, I highly recommend focusing as much as you can on hive slots. Your bees are responsible for, I want to say 80+% of all of your honey made. I know your dipper makes a decent amount early on, but long term your bees are doing a majority of the work. So if you want to make more honey, get more bees. It's very common sense. However, I see a lot of players saving for things that aren't as important early game. For example, the saturator, as you see here. If we go over here to the shop, I want to say it costs 55 billion. And I've seen players as low as level 8 bees with the saturator, which tells me they saved for months, or at least weeks, and bought something that is simply not needed yet. So 55 billion, I would rather buy 3 or 4 additional bee slots with that amount of money, that amount of honey. So definitely save for bee slots. And as you get more bee slots, obviously you can afford to have an even more diverse hive. As the slots open up, you'll just continue to use your royal jellies, aim for the epic or betters, and then as you get more and more royal jellies, try to get all legendaries and gifted bees. Once you do get gifted bees, we'll go ahead and take a peek at the star area. Most players already know about it, but I see players every day and help them out, and a lot of people don't know about this. You can get your free royal jellies here and start your star amulets once you have 5 gifteds here and work your way up. That is pretty much all the tips for today. Like I said, I will start to go more in depth as we continue the series. If you had specific questions, make sure to let me know, and we will discuss those in future videos. I do have a couple minutes here, so I am going to show you guys how much I can make on a buckle quest. I think I just need to finish up about 300 million in bamboo field. So I'm going to do that with 0 buffs and see how long it takes. Shouldn't take too long. I'll go ahead and turn on some numbers so that we can see some big fat numbers. Test out these blue bees, see what they're made of. Now, keep in mind that all these numbers are from your bees. My bees right now are doing a lot of work, so the bee slots and having epic or better bees, I prefer legendary or gifted, really helps you make that honey fast. I'll go ahead and open the quest log so we can track it here. Should be able to finish this rather quickly. I might go ahead and throw on a blue extract just for good measure. I am going to talk about the extracts and enzymes in the next video. These are both very, very important, and if you start using these right away early game, you will progress much faster than not using them. I think a lot of players don't use the tools properly, and we will discuss these in future videos and get you guys all set up. If you guys did like this, I would recommend that you subscribe, and of course a thumbs up doesn't hurt either. I will continue to make this series as you guys send in your questions. I would like to discuss every item in the game. I will also discuss later stick bug strategies and snail killing strategies. I think I got my snail kill down to about 45 minutes, so I will give a strategy on that soon. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. And I do like to do shout outs. in every video. As you noticed in the beginning, I took a screenshot of a few friends of mine recently, and I'd like to shout out to you guys as much as possible. I appreciate every view, and you guys are awesome. So if you want a shout out or access to my private server, simply leave your Roblox name in the comments below. Shoot me a subscribe and I will hook you up. So it looks like we have about 50 million more, which is maybe 1 minute of grinding, and then we're going to see how much money we get from this Buckobee quest. Once you do have access to the red and blue HQs, you're going to want to take the quest from the Riley or Buckobee in that HQ and grind them constantly. The quests in the game are super important, and they earn you a bunch of free goodies to include tickets and, of course, honey. So let's go ahead and knock this one out and see how much we get. I think I'm averaging 180 million now, since I have over 300 quests complete for Buckobee. The rewards just keep growing and growing. I recently hit the 300 mark, and I think it gave me 7.5 billion. And that allowed me to level up 2 bees to 15, so that was very helpful. Good old diamond mask. I will go through and discuss all of the gear as well, to include the dipper, the different masks, and things like that. But I want to start off early and discuss each individual thing for even the newer players that don't have access to the in-game things yet. Because I think there's a lot of stuff that new players simply overlook that could make them a much better player in the game if they simply knew certain things. For example, as soon as I finish this quest here, I'm going to head on over to the wealth clock and grab my free tickets. Ooh, a dice. Alright, Buckobee's done. Big numbers, big numbers. Also, fun fact, did you know when you're harvesting that the yellow numbers means instant convert? We'll discuss that later, but obviously we have red and blue for the pollen, but yellow means instant convert. So every time you see a yellow, you are instant converting that amount of honey. And if we go to system here and check out some stats, I am currently converting 43% of all honey. That is very interesting. That's a lot of honey. But let's go on over and claim our free ticket. As you can see here, you can do that every hour, and it actually boosts your pollen. Let's head on in here and see how much we get from the quest. I hope it's a big number. Alright, 180 million, not bad. And I got a blue extract, great. Let's go ahead and take the next one and see what we get. Pollen from Pine Tree Forest, 2.4 billion. That's a lot. Alright, my name is McProseph. We are 6 on Bucko, climbing fast, and we are doing a series on helping you guys make honey faster. I did want to show the opener one last time so that you see that I'm fully capable of giving you these tips. Like I mentioned, if you have specific questions on specific items, leave them in the comments below. I will be doing these little mini-series pretty much every day until I cover every item in the game. And I'll try to include the item in the title so you guys can just find it fast. But until next time, let's go ahead and check out the hive one more time. But again, don't be the guy that has half your hive as basic bee. Just don't be this guy. Big special shout out to Delta Floated. I know that he's going to be watching this video as soon as it comes out, and I just wanted to give your hive a shout out, my friend. Also, Nightmare Gaming, one of his friends as well. Very cool. Let's go ahead and check out the hive, and we will be on our way. I'm very excited to be all level 15. We do have 10 level 15 gifted ninja bees, and I want to say 9 gifted diamond bees. Oh, only 8. Interesting. But we're gonna dive into some other things in the next one, guys. Take care. Good luck on farming, and I'll see you in the next one. McProseph out.